CATV is lucky enough to have with us David Warner here today at Pallekelle International Cricket Stadium. Thanks very much for joining us firstly, David. And you're here with the 2020 squad to start with, but do you think this is a really good opportunity for you moving forward into South Africa and of course the Australian summer to maybe break back into that one-day team and possibly even the test team?
Yeah, definitely. I only got two 2020 games here, and then obviously I got the South African series, no domestic cricket in between, but now I'm just going to go out there and score some runs, put some runs on the board, and hopefully, I can put my name back up there especially for the one-day stuff and hopefully the test stuff.
Very good. Now, you're certainly looking very fit out there. You're running around like a real athlete, which is lovely to see. But has it been a different pre-season for you, or what have you been doing different that's got you in the shape that you're in at the moment?
Yeah, I feel a bit lighter. Obviously I've lost a couple of kilos. I blew out last summer and disappointing on my behalf. But this year, I've actually trained real hard. Played a lot of cricket, so that's another thing, another positive where you've got a lot of 2020s, IPL, etc., etc. Then you come in the Australian winter pre-season, and the fitness trainer still Carp, and obviously we had Lockie Marshall in Zimbabwe. He's put me in the line, and I've had to eat right and stay on track.
Very good. Now, you've just got back from an A tour of Zimbabwe where you performed well in all forms of the game, but probably the standout was in the four-day cricket that you played. Have you changed your approach much to four-day or first-class cricket in the last 12 months, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. It was obviously an advantage to have Greg Chappell on board there. Obviously, he's the national selector, talent scout. He actually, put me in the nets and actually said to me, "What do you want to get out of the net session?" And I basically just came up with saying, I've got my specifics I want to work on, and he basically said to me, "Mate, if you get out 2 or 3 times you've had a bad net," and that was my goal in the nets, was not to get out. Use my feet a lot. My feet are a bit lazy when I come to four-day stuff, and I worked hard on that. And today, working with Tim and Nielsen, he got me moving my feet and driving well and had a steady base, and that's one thing that I've focused on, and probably the key to my success so far in what was in the Zimbabwe tour.
Fantastic. Now, focusing again on the 2 games we've got to play here, as an opening batsman, how do you approach going out to bat on these Sri Lankan wickets? Have you had an opportunity to have a look at the wicket there today? Yeah,
I did. The wicket was a bit juicy out there in the middle with the 2 practice nets they provided us. That could be an indication of maybe that's what's going to happen out there when we play the game. There's a bit of rain about at night time. Obviously, it's a bit tropical here. But no, it looked like a fantastic wicket. Maybe have to play a little bit late and the ball might move around a little bit early, but I'm sure we can cash in at the later part of the game.
All right, and lastly here on CATV, David, we've been asking a few people along the way. We've now been here for about a week. We obviously had a long journey over, and we're here at the Earls Regency Hotel in Kandy where there's plenty of time to spend together. Who's been the most annoying teammate so far on this tour?
Look, to be honest, every Friday the bin collectors come around to my house and collect my rubbish, and I'd rather smell that than James Patterson's bum, to be honest. He, on the plane over, was letting off these absolutely terrible smells. I don't know what he was eating. And then the bus ride up, sitting next to him, he was sleeping. I could still smell his bum seeking.
Very good. It's funny, there seems to be a theme coming out of these interviews. So thank you very much for your time, David. Best of luck for the 2 2020s, and we look forward to seeing you again during the summer.
Thanks, mate.